Hi friends, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how I made these Minion cake pops. So we're going to start off by shaping our cake pop dough. Make sure that your cake pop dough is cold. You guys already know that I have my cake pop dough recipe, so if you guys want to check that out, it's super delicious and easy to make. Right here I'm just shaping the cake pop, making it look like a minion. I did 3 different shapes for the basic minions. One was a little bit longer and thinner, and then like the baby one, and then one was a little bit thicker. Once you have the shape down, we're going to start adding our cake pop stick. We're going to add it into some chocolate and then into our cake pop dough. We're going to set it aside until the chocolate hardens, and once it does, we're going to dip into our chocolate. Make sure your chocolate is not too warm and your cake pop dough is not too cold because the chocolate can crack. For this set, I'm using almond bark. I'm not really selling at the moment, you guys. That's why I'm using just a basic chocolate. I really do like the consistency of almond bark, but if you can get better chocolate, that's always better. I colored the chocolate using Color Mill Yellow, and right here I'm just popping some air bubbles. You want your cake pop to be as smooth as possible, so right here I'm just tapping it and smoothing everything out. Once we're done dipping all our cake pops, we're gonna set those aside and we're gonna start working on the details. Right here I have a boba straw and I rolled out some fondant. Right here I'm working on the eyes. These are going to be the little lenses. We're going to remove the fondant from the boba straw. We're going to press it to kind of widen it. Now we're using a round piping tip, and this is just going to make the little lens, and the other part, we're not going to throw it away. That's going to be the eyeball. I also press it a little bit, not as hard as the first time, and right here I'm just making a lot more. Remember that some minions have 1 eye, others have 2, so just keep that in mind. Once you have all the eyes, we're going to start gluing them on our cake pop. I'm using white chocolate to stick everything on. Make sure that it is white and not yellow, because then you'll make a mess. Make sure that you leave a little bit of space between the eyes for the lenses. I didn't do it here, but it would just look a little bit better. Right here you guys see I left a little bit of space, and I'm just gluing on the lenses now. This is how it's looking so far. Now we're going to be working on the band. This is just black fondant, and I'm just making strips. Make them a little bit longer and then just cut off the excess. Right here I'm just adding a little bit of chocolate just to stick the band on. Make sure you're not adding too much, because then it does become very messy. Right here I'm just cutting off the excess chocolate and just fixing the band a little bit. This is how they're looking so far, so cute. Right here I'm working on the hair, so I'm just cutting little pieces of fondant, making one side a little bit spikier than the other. I'm not going to be posting the Mega Minion tutorial on here. Let me know if you guys would be interested in it. I didn't really think anybody would. I don't feel like they were such a big part of the movie. I'm not really sure, but what do you guys think? Because my son loves them. I'll be showing you guys how they turned out, and let me know if you guys would be interested in that tutorial. If not, so I don't post it. But right here I'm just gluing on the hair with a little bit of chocolate. Make sure you're not adding too much so it's not messy. But I'm adding each strand one by one, taking my time. Now that they have their hair, we're going to start working on their outfit. We're going to be rolling some blue fondant, and I like that this cutting board has a little bit like of a texture on it, and it made it look so much more realistic. But right here I am just gluing a piece of fondant to the body. You guys, I would a million times suggest you guys use water instead of chocolate. The chocolate dries way too fast, and water glues everything just as good. But we're just smoothing out the bottom right here. If you have any excess fondant, just cut it out. You guys can also use modeling chocolate. Let me know if you guys want a recipe for that. Right here I'm just gluing the straps, and I just cut out thinner pieces of fondant. Again, make sure you're not adding too much chocolate because it will become very messy. These cake pops are very detailed. I guess you don't have to use as many details as I did, but I just feel like they made them so cute, and they literally looked like little toys. Right here I'm just cleaning the excess chocolate. Okay, so right here I'm just working on the feet, and it's just gonna be like a little teardrop. It's just black fondant, and I'm going to be working on all of them, and then we're going to move on to the next step. Now that we have the shoes, we're going to start working on the leg part. It is blue fondant because it's part of the outfit still, and we're going to be adding a little bit of chocolate. Make sure you're not adding too much because it will show through and it looks a little bit messy. As you guys can see on some of them, you can see the yellow. Make sure you're not adding too much, and we're gonna glue that together, and then we're gonna glue that to our minion. But just make sure that you're working on all the details before you move on to the next part. Now that we have all our feet, we're gonna start gluing it on our minion. Again, you guys, make sure you're not adding too much chocolate. Like, as you guys can see, it looks a little bit messy because I added too much, but I feel like the feet were so cute just dangling on there. Now that we have all the feet, we're gonna be adding a little pocket on the minion outfit. So it's gonna be tiny little squares. Right here I made them too big, but then I cut them out once they were on the minion. As you guys can see, I'm gluing it with some chocolate and adding the pocket, and now I'm just cutting the X's on the bottom. Right here I'm just gluing some buttons. You could also use edible marker if you'd like. On my buttons, I'm adding a little bit of detail with my toothpick. Now that we glued on all the buttons, we're gonna start painting the eyeballs, and this is just black powder food coloring mixed with lemon extract. I'll be linking everything that I used down below. Now for the arms, this is just a yellow fondant. Make sure that you're using the same yellow food coloring that you used to paint the chocolate, just so it matches. Right here I'm just shaping the fondant, making sure that one side is a little bit thinner than the other. For the hands, I added just a small piece of black fondant. I mean, I guess you can shape it a little bit better because I was tired at this point, so I just added just like a little black ball. And I glued that with some chocolate. I made some of the minions like lifting their hands up. Another ones, like this one, I added a little teddy bear because I just like, he always carries his little teddy bear. I also made like a little fondant banana, and I made one of the minions hold it. I'll show you guys at the end. But yes, I feel like the whole set looks so cute because some of them are just lifting their hands, some are just holding something, and they just look so cute. Right here I mixed silver luster dust with lemon extract, and I'm just painting the glasses. I'll be linking the silver lust that I used. And these brushes are so amazing, and you guys definitely need them if you are working on small details like these. So I'll be linking them down below. I got them from Amazon, and it comes with a whole bunch. This is the minion holding the banana I was telling you guys, and it's so cute. But as you guys can also see, I added too much chocolate right there on the outfit, so that really bothered me. You guys make sure that you are taking your time. With some black powder food coloring, I'm adding a G on the outfit. Since this was a birthday set, I also added a birthday hat on one of the minions. I also added a small birthday cake. But you guys can see right here the whole set. These were the mega minions I was telling you guys about. I also made a banana cake pop. I'll be posting that tutorial soon. Let me know if you guys would like this tutorial. I mean, I really didn't want to add it because I don't know, I just didn't feel like anybody would be interested in it. This was the little birthday cake. I also added mini bananas around it. But as you guys can see right here, some of the minions are holding their hands up. I also wanted to tell you guys about my new ebook. It is the only cake pop dough tutorial you will ever need. It has everything from the recipe to how to dip your cake pops to how to melt chocolate. It even includes the fondant recipe. I'll be leaving the link for you guys down below so you guys can check it out. It is only $9.99. I also wanted to show you guys the chocolate pretzels that I made with this order. They're very simple, but I will be posting the tutorial soon in case you guys want to watch it. I also made this small set for my nephews. They love them. But yeah, you guys, I really hope that you like this short tutorial. And if you did, please leave your like and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of my other videos. See you guys on the next one.